Hi everyone, this is Marcus with DTF Station, and in this video, we will go over all the maintenance processes for the Aries 113 printer. We will be breaking this up into different sections to separate the different types of maintenance processes that you will have to perform. We will have first the daily beginning maintenance, daily end of day maintenance, weekly maintenance, monthly maintenance, and your as needed maintenance. First, let's start with your daily beginning maintenance. Before you start anything, shake both the white and varnish ink bottles for 20 seconds. Do this now since you'll have to let it settle for a few minutes before proceeding. Now, you will need the following items in order to perform all of your maintenance processes. You will need a cleaning swab, a lint-free cloth, cleaning solution, and some protective gloves. Now click Cleaning to perform a head cleaning. Once complete, go to Menu, Head Maintenance, and click Enter at Head Status to print a nozzle check pattern. You can also print the nozzle check within Hosensoft by clicking Check. Note, make sure that you have a green or yellow light in all three of these icons, or else you will be unable to perform a nozzle check. Once the nozzle check pattern has been printed, check the pattern to make sure you have at least 90% of your nozzles firing. You may need to use a flashlight to see the white and varnish inks since they are difficult to see. If you are getting less than 90% of your nozzles, repeat the head cleaning until you get 90% of your nozzles firing. Note, they are near invisible through the camera, but you will have 2 white channels next to your CMYK patterns and 6 varnish channels below that. Note, after the initial head cleaning, if you need to perform more head cleanings to clear up clogged nozzles, be sure to perform the head cleaning on just the channels that require cleaning. Head cleaning on all channels every time is unnecessary and wastes ink. Now, if the head cleanings are not fixing the clogged nozzles, and you are getting below 50% nozzles firing on the pattern, go ahead and perform a fill ink. On the control panel, head to Menu, Head Maintenance, Fill Ink. Note, choose 2 head if both your CMYK and varnish inks are clogged. Choose left head to fix just the CMYK channels, and right head if just the varnish channels are clogged. Perform the fill ink for 5 seconds. 5 seconds begin once you see a flow of ink draining out the waste ink tube. Click Cancel to end the fill ink once you hit 5 seconds. This should clear any clogs or air bubbles inside the lines. Once complete, always perform at least 1 head cleaning in order to remove excess ink from the capping station and to wipe the print head with the wiper blade before a nozzle check is performed. Once you have a good nozzle check pattern, let's move on. Your daily beginning maintenance procedure is now complete. Next, let's go over your daily end of day maintenance. First, get some cleaning solution into a small cup. Get your cleaning swab ready on the printer. Press and hold the left arrow key to move the printer carriage all the way to the left. Once in position, open this panel and you will gain access to the print head. Dip the cleaning swab in the cleaning solution, dab away any excess so you don't drip. Then carefully clean around the print head. Note, do not make direct contact with the print head face. You are cleaning around the print head so that when the wiper blade cleans the print head, it does not push old ink residue onto the print head, which can cause severe damage. Since you have 2 print heads, use the provided /authorized longer tail swabs in order to reach the CMYK channels. Now get a new cleaning swab, dampen it in some cleaning solution, and head over to the right side of the printer. With the printer carriage moved to the left, you should be able to see the wiper blade and the capping station. You want to take the swab and clean away any excess ink buildup around the capping stations and also the wiper blade. Make sure that these parts are very thoroughly cleaned, or else it may push dried ink onto the print head. Note, be thorough but gentle when cleaning the wiper blade. Too much pressure can push the blade down or bend it. Once the blade is wet, come back with a new, dry cleaning swab and go over the wiper blade again. Also thoroughly clean the wiper blade's drainage area, as this can have ink buildup that can later clog the tubes. When there is a lot of ink buildup, one good technique is to soak all of the dried ink and cleaning solution using the cleaning swab. Then come back with your lint-free cloth to remove all of the ink buildup. Note, do not use the lint-free cloth on the wiper blade, as this can cause damage if excessive pressure is used. Once complete, place this panel back on. Then press enter to have the printer carriage dock back onto the capping station. Now to prepare your printer to stay idle overnight, first make sure to turn off the heater by pressing the power button on the front screen here. Next, turn the ink alarm off by using this switch here. Now leave the printer on, as it will allow it to continue circulating and stirring the white ink, and also perform light head cleaning so that the printer is ready for production the following day. With that, you are now done with the daily end-of-day maintenance. Now let's move on to your weekly maintenance. For these next steps, you will need a spray bottle with some rubbing alcohol, lint-free cloth, and a snap blade. Open the top cover. Spray some alcohol onto the livery cloth. Note, never spray alcohol above the printer. There are some components within the printer that can be damaged from the use of alcohol, so it is always safest to spray the alcohol onto the cloth while facing away from the printer. With your thumb and index finger, gently hold the encoder strip with the lint-free cloth and gently clean the strip by moving back and forth. Make sure you are using isopropyl alcohol for this process. Next, press and hold the left arrow key to move the printer carriage to the left. This will expose the right side of the encoder strip so that you can clean that section as well. Press enter to dock the printer carriage back onto the capping station. Now, let's clean the UV lamps. Press and hold the left arrow to move the printer carriage to the center of the printer bed. Note, in this example, we will be removing these screws completely, but you do not have to remove them. You can just loosen the screws, and you will be able to slide the lamps out in a lateral motion. Now let's move on. Dampen your cleaning swab with some rubbing alcohol. Lift up this UV light unit and clean the bottom side where the lamps are. You also want to clean around the actual UV lamps as well for any debris or residue buildup. You can also use the lint-free cloth to clean heavier residues. Once complete, make sure to go over it again with a dry lint-free cloth. Then place the UV lamp unit back on, securing it with the 2 screws. Note, when screwing the UV lamp back on, make sure that it is positioned close and parallel to the printer carriage. The position of the lamp is very important. This may be listed as a weekly maintenance, but depending on the volume you print, you may need to check and adjust the position of this lamp every 2 days. Now remove these 2 screws and repeat the same steps to clean the second UV light unit. Reminder to check the position like earlier before securing. Lastly, check the level of your waste in container and empty it as needed. Once complete, you're now done with the weekly maintenance. Now let's move on to your monthly maintenance. For the next steps, you will need the alcohol spray bottle, some lubricant, a cleaning swab, a snap blade, scissors, lint-free cloth, tape, and a Phillips screwdriver. First, make sure the printer's turned off. Remove any media that may be attached to the printer. Then, with the heating rollers open, dampen a cloth with either water or a little bit of cleaning solution for heavier residues and clean these rollers. Disclaimer: do not use rubbing alcohol on these rollers as it will damage the rubber material. This next step is considered both a monthly and as needed maintenance procedure. Now close the rollers. Get some alcohol onto the lint-free cloth and clean the printer bed as shown. Head over to the back of the printer and also clean this media sensor. For as needed maintenance, as needed, you may need to replace the wiper blade and the capping station tops. The UV ink will deteriorate the rubber edges over time. Expect to replace these parts every 3 to 6 months. Instructions on how to replace these parts will be in a separate video. Also, as needed, get a cleaning swab and some grease, and evenly distribute this grease onto your printer carriage railing. Once complete, press and hold the left arrow key to move the printer carriage to the left, exposing the right side of the railing. Evenly distribute the grease on this side as well. Once complete, press Enter to have the printer carriage return and dock back onto the camping station. Alright, that's it for your maintenance procedures. Thanks for watching.